for pressing a flower, you'd first need a flower, of course, a notebook that you don't care about destroying or messing up. Because of previous experiences, if you do mess up, your flower can get mildewy and poke holes in your paper. Also, you will need heavy books. It really depends on how thick your flower is. My flower isn't exactly that big or thick. If you have something like a rose bush rose, which is about this big, you would want more than just 2 heavy books. But since I'm doing a small rose, I don't need as much books. Now, before you even start, you have to make sure your flower is not fully dry, because if your flower is fully dry, when you crush it, the petals will actually deteriorate. But you do not want a fully watered flower, or it'll get all mildewy like so, because when you squeeze the flower, it will produce juice. The juice becomes rotten and blah blah blah. Ew. Don't want that. So, you get to about a good decent amount of pages in between the hardcover book and the flower itself, because if the flower does mess up, you really don't want mildew on the front of your book. So, you get your flower, and you would want to place it in the middle of that book, so that way when it flattens, it'll have enough room to spread out. It doesn't matter if all the stem does not get into the notebook. It really matters about preserving the flower, because usually the stem could fall off, but the flower will still stay fully intact. Now, making sure that you used enough pages in between your hardcover and your flower, you close the book and you grab it. Now, you set it somewhere you know it will be safe. For me, it would be a bookshelf. So now you set it where you want it to be, and you get your heavy books. Also, it could be different heavy items, as long as it's evenly heavy. Can't be all heavy in the middle and not heavy on the sides. That's not right. So I put my 2 heavy books on top. And then you wait about 2 to 3 weeks. You can check on it every 5 days to make sure it doesn't over dry or get mildewy. You can also add more books if you want the process to get faster. Since my project is due in about a week, I'll use 1 more book. Now, don't be impatient and check on it every 5 hours, or it will mess up the process. You have to be patient. Just make sure you check on it, or who knows. And now I will show you how to just dry a flower.